An early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break. Here we go.
Dante Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The run inside. It's Davison. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moore, play action. Flush to the left. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Off the boot, looking for his man. Hauls it in. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages.
He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Ducks! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. Look out. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Long way to go on second down. Delayed handoff. It's Hill. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Russell. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Edwards. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama! On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Hill. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing Moore. Out wide left, it's Stewart. At the 35, he's got room. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. Gets it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point is good. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throwing Russell. Under pressure. He's on the move. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Snags it and he's open. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
With the grab and the score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Davison. Across the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. He's at the top. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
And right down the middle. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught on the RPO. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Left side is Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. 4th down, Russell. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ducks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome awareness by the D-lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. Looking downfield. Right side, it's Hill. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. They're all over him. Fires on the move. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turning it on. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, a lot of time left. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Keeps it moving, it's Fletcher. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play, it's second and 10. Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Darian Ncaa from the gun on third down. He's got him wide open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Obviously, massive play by the offense. A big first down on an explosive. But David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Here's Ncaa to throw. Out wide left, it's Lofton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the run, it's Davison. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's Moore to throw. In traffic, it's Moore. Taken down. Just came out and fired a strike on the slant.
And those are tough catches to make, because you know you're going to have that defender draped all over you. So you've got to have strong hands. You saw that receiver pluck the ball.
Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And I think that was step 1 for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive, and see what this offense does today.
Moore will throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Drives inside. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the move, it's Hill.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hands it off on the counter. Enough to move the chains. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
At the 28. And first down for the offense.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got a little grab, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Turns into the pile. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Canes will try to convert on fourth down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa Moore. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running to the left. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking for room. It's Fletcher. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Throwing, Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Moore to the air. Finds his target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Moore. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
In the red area, it's Davison. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Ncaa Moore into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Hurricane! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long right here. Moore with the play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Hill. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. 4th down, Moore. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore, look out. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing more. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Making the adjustment on the play. Moore will throw. Left side, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Moore to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Again, it's Moore. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the give off the left side. Turning it on! Past the 50. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. That one will give them the lead. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the point after is good. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Dante Moore. Caught. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Moore to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Moore to the air again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll get rid of it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Dante Moore wants to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy...
Lot of room to the right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage, offer too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Number 22, set to kick this one.
On the return, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
At the 31. And that's a first down for the offense.
First down and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Buying a little time to his left. On a little time, lets it go. Runs through a man. He might have space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Moore. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
That makes the score Miami 21-14. Number 97 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gets the back moving. Ncaa. Fires left. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here comes the hurry up. They'll run with Brown. Defense all over him. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Here's Darian Ncaa to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing more. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they